and it was just killing me, and she was basically yelling at me, and, I yelled back at her saying, I'm not taking the fucking quiz. If you want to fail me, then fucking fail me. I don't give a fuck. I'm leaving. Okay, so it's Skylar. I'm back with a new video. It's not the video that I wanted to do, but hey, it's a video. Well, I'm gonna be answering the main question that I get, which is why am I not in high school anymore? Like, how'd I go from being in the middle of high school to my first year of college? And how'd I graduate a year and 3 months early? So basically, as you know, my high school was literally a shit place. They treated me like complete shit. I've gone there my whole life. My first year of high school, homecoming came around. They wouldn't allow me to go to homecoming because I could not bring another female. So, I was like, that's bullshit, fuck it, fuck y'all, I'm not gonna go. Ninth grade wasn't really a struggle. 10th grade came along, and I had an English teacher. Like, everything that I would do, she would just have something to say about it. And one thing I can remember is I had knee surgery that year because I tore both my meniscus. When I was out with surgery, I had surgery on that Wednesday. My doctor wanted me to stay out the rest of the week and return to school on Monday. And I was like, you know what, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go back on Friday because I was feeling fine that morning, but little did I know the third day after surgery is always the worst. I got back on Friday, and they had a vocabulary quiz. I can't remember, it was either Wednesday or Thursday, and she was like, you need to make it up. And I was like, you know what, I'm fixing to leave. Like, it was during third period, and fourth period I was leaving because I was in so much pain. I could not deal with it. Like, my knee was just swollen up like this big, and it was just killing me, and she was basically yelling at me, and, I yelled back at her saying, I'm not taking the fucking quiz. If you want to fail me, then fucking fail me. I don't give a fuck. I'm leaving. She kind of shut up when I said that. Well, I left school. That was in the middle of the year. That was in December, but homecoming that year, I wanted to take my now ex-girlfriend to homecoming. They would not allow me to have the high school years that I wanted because of just how they are. They basically just treated me like shit, okay? I mean, I got called to the principal's office so many times just because of their bullshit. English teacher, we'll get back to her. She treated me like shit. She had more money than I did, and she treated me like I was a minority. Like, I did a writing in school, and it was about family. Well, I'm Cuban. I'm a Cuban American, and I wrote in that my mom grew up in Miami, which is the fucking truth. Her parents came here from Cuba when the dictatorship went down. They made their own boat and came to Miami because they wanted to get away from him. Well, I wrote that, and before she even asked me if it was true, she took off points and put it in her grade book and gave it back to me and said that she questions the validity of my writing. And I was like, that's fucking bullshit. Like, my dad called and cussed her out as well as the principal because he was so pissed off because you don't just deduct points before you ask stuff, even when you don't even know the personal situation. 11th grade, that was the grade that, everything went down in. I went to homecoming, and I did not turn in a date form, and I took my now ex-girlfriend to homecoming. We were being watched the whole time. We were not doing anything wrong. But they were watching us the whole time, watching us like a fucking hawk. Every move we made, they were there. And then it got so bad that they wanted to make sure that it was me. Even though they knew it was me, but they wanted to make sure that it was me. And principal is called assistant. They had the assistant principal at the door downstairs where homecoming was taking place. They had the counselor at the stairs. And then the headmaster at the front door. They blocked off all the doors. So when we went out, we had to go by one of them. And we were not doing anything wrong, okay? We were having fun. And then I go to school that Monday, and I get called to the principal's office, and I get cussed out for an hour and 30 minutes. Dead ass. I was late to a dentist appointment that day because of them. And they told me things like, I was like, you're mad for no reason. We didn't even do anything wrong. He said, you're damn right I'm mad. What the hell were you thinking when you did that? And I was like, You're a Christian school. You claim to be Christian. You're gonna sit here and cuss someone out. Like, that's fucking bullshit. All you are is fucking bullshit. Okay? Well, they're like, get out and we'll figure out what to do. Okay? He told me that I had detention. And my detention was I didn't turn in a date form. There was other people in that gym who had a date and did not bring a date form. But I'm the only one that's going to get detention because I brought a girl to homecoming. So I just did the detention. I was like, fuck you. I'm done. Okay? This year was my first time to ever be able to go to prom. My parents were out of town that Thursday night and prom was on a Friday. I wasn't able to get the date form signed by my parents because they were not home. I got them signed by them that night and I went to turn in Friday morning. The principal had someone in his office because they let us check out early. So I went and I put it in his mailbox. After Kendall spent $600 on a prom dress, I spent $160 on renting a tuxedo, $60 on flowers. I was down in Albany buying some more stuff for prom so I could have a great first prom. The headmaster calls my dad and says, your child is not allowed to come to homecoming. His exact words was, I would be expelled out of the school, escorted off the premises by the sheriff, and I would not be admitted into prom. Which, that's pretty low down after we spent right at $1,000. They did not want me to go to prom and enjoy my night. So all that money was basically gone down the drain. Well, everything I did, they always blame me for. Like, they were just complete shitty school. I mean, everything I would do, I'm gonna get in trouble for. And even stuff I didn't even do. That brings me to why I'm not in that school anymore. I got expelled out of that school. Why? Because I signed my name in a textbook and said Skylar Smith, stay strong, and the date that I wrote it under it. They didn't like that, okay? One thing that really pisses me off, I wish I would have been in the office. He called my mom up there. He wanted my mom and my dad, but my dad was so pissed he didn't want to go up there because he had the nerve to throw the textbook at my mom and say, look at what your child did. My initial punishment was suspension. He called my mom back that night and was like, your child's expelled. But joke's on them because I'm already graduated a year and 3 months early. But that's the reason why I got expelled out of school. Hope you enjoyed this video, and yes, I am in college. I graduated, like I said, a year and 3 months early. Hope you have a beautiful day, and of course, links below for everything, so go ahead and follow me, and subscribe if you have yet to do that. Have a great day, you guys. Bye.